Hello, everyone. I'm very pleased to present you what we do at JOGL and what we could do together between JOGL and GOSH. So just give me an instant to share my screen. Let's see. Oops. Does that work? Can you see my screen?
I can.
Yep.
Excellent. All right. So Just One Giant Lab is a fairly new structure. It's a nonprofit organization based in Paris, in France, but operates globally. It was created based on the observation of how community works when they want to do scientific and technology innovation, and really it's been an attempt at creating an alternative to academic institutions or corporate organizations when it comes to organizing scientific work or innovation work. So really to make communities thrive, basically. So we launched the platform about two years and a half ago, and what was for us a moment of truth has been the COVID pandemic, because when the COVID hit, we are just 6 months old, and we had created JOGL just for that. I mean, to be able to mobilize massively around a specific challenge and give as much power in capacity of initiative to take initiative to the community, and as well as resources. And I'm going to explain to you how we did that, but also what the platform is capable of providing to communities such as GOSH, and why it would be interesting for GOSH also to be using JOGL for its own activities. All right, so I like these slides. Like, welcome to the age of communities. This is no news for you because you are one of the most beautiful communities out there. But it's sometimes a news for other people. And thanks to the internet, like our capacity to create critical mass of people to work on a given problem has skyrocketed, and it's really exciting. And so it's really about how do we build better processes, to create trust, to be efficient at sharing resources, ideas, at building, solutions together, and making them available to as many people as possible in an inclusive manner. And so JOGL is really an attempt, at providing such a solution, like, for communities to thrive, and so for that reason, it's both open source and non-for-profit, and so you could almost see it as a common, given to the community, and trying to co-build the solution together in order for each of us to be more efficient. So at first, it started as an attempt to solve an accessibility issue where it's very hard actually to, if you're on the project leading side or on the volunteering side, to find a way to connect. So if you want to lead a project, if you could be a researcher, an entrepreneur, a civil servant, an activist, finding the right people, the right collaborators, especially outside your own circle, can be difficult, and it's same with resources and feedback. And if you're on the volunteering side, like, for example, like students or professionals, patients, citizens, it can be hard actually to find also projects on which you would be willing to contribute. Where do you find them? How do you know how to help them, etc., etc. So that's one of the first thing to do. So you need to gather all those people and the information that is the meta information that is associated with them, in terms of what are they interested in, the kind of skills they have, what kind of activities are they getting into, and how do you manage all these people together. So that's what we're trying to do here. And another thing, like, we're trying to make also science innovation, a bit more inclusive, efficient, as we'll see, but especially more fun and impactful. So it's one way, and I'm going to make a small demo right after that, is to build a space on JOGL. So JOGL is a digital platform, and you find like thousands of people there. We're about 7,000 members. But as an organization, you can also create your own space, and where you'll be able to gather your own members, have all the data about your members, their activities, the project they're doing in one place. And so it'd be also easier for you to recruit, and grow, like recruit members and grow your community and make your mission more known to other people who are maybe other that are parts of other communities out there, as we have already other communities on the platform, such as iGEM, for example, or some makerspaces, or even academic programs as well. So recently we decided with Julian and Bree to make a mock-up space for Gosh to show you what it could be like and see if it would be of interest to you, and if you'd like actually this to happen. And also it would be great to get your feedback, because at the end, this is a tool that we are co-building with everyone here. So actually, let me go and give you a small demo. All right, I need to change screen. Where is it? Apologies. Here it is. All right. So here I am on the Gosh space on JOGL. And so first of all, this is the welcoming page. So what you can see here is a number of projects or members or type of activities that there is. So obviously it's just a mock-up space, so nothing much happening. And the type of community that you are, or space, it could be like a Fab Lab, for example, or a makerspace or academic laboratory. You decide, what type of organization or community you are. Here is an introduction to Gosh. So you can customize it as much as you want. Here you can have a look to who is part of that space, and so what you can see is information about those individuals, their affiliation, like Julian here with the University of Bath, a small bio, but also a list of skills. So in fact, I can, it's like this person looks very interesting to me, so I'm going to go and have a look to his profile. And so what I can see is basically a lot of contextualization, context information, so that or what kind of skills that person has. Oh, that's interesting hardware hacking, and I'm really into this. So I'm going to follow that person. And so what he's interested in terms of SDGs, so Sustainable Development Goal, where he's located. I can also look at his portfolio, and so the kind of project he's been working on, if he's, so for example, let's go to Git building, and in fact, you can see that this project is affiliated to Gosh. So you can also associate projects to communities and space like that. So it's a way to navigate. So here we have a small description of small abstract of Git building, who is working on it. Again, it could be several people. You can decide to follow the project. So any news, any changes that happens, you'll be aware. Here are some basic links. So the website, probably that's GitLab. And here's the about section of the project. You can again put whatever you want here. You can share some needs. If you're in your project, in order to make it advance, you would like to recruit volunteers or help assistance, or potentially make a plead for a specific kind of resource, you can create a need. So for example, I can go there and read about it. So I can say that I would be helping, or I actually can say, hey, tag somebody, say that should be of interest to you. I'm not going to do it because it was just random people, and so I'm not going to spam them. Yeah, so it's let's go back to Gosh. So this is the basic way of structuring information on JOGL. So you can actually go there and you'll find actually the needs from Git building. And so this is a way also to find all the needs that is coming from the project, from your community. So in one single place. So that's quite handy. You have also the FAQs. You can customize that as however you want. I'll show you the contacts and finally the activities. So no activities for now, but activities are basically the organization of challenges, events, and or peer review. So to show you more, actually, let me show you the edit section. How does it look like? So you can customize pretty much everything. So the short description, the banner, the logo, and the type of space. Here the status is in draft, so it's not public. You cannot find it except if you have the URL. You can also customize the interaction and what you display on the space. I'm not going to go into too much details. It's not necessary. Here is where you indicate, you basically present your community. So you can really, it's classic with a big text edition. You can also create boards, subdirectors, teams. If you want to introduce, for example, the scientific council of Gosh, you can actually bring all the members there, and so it becomes visible as an entity also to the people visiting your page. Here are the project. You can add a project if you'd like. You can manage the list of projects, same for activities. So you can create, I'm just going to show you how it works afterwards. For example, you are currently having some kind of a challenge for distributing grants to open hardware projects. So this could also be organized from that perspective easily. Here you have the management of members. If you have pending members, you can also affiliate people. And so this way, for example, Julian could be affiliated to Gosh or anyone. If you'd like to actually show this as one of your main affiliation, you can have several ones. Here is where you customize a FAQ, and you can add any you want. Resources, you can add different kind of resources or documents. Here's like could be specifying access to a data set, or indicating that this is maybe like a video that you'd like to share specifically as supplementary material, for example, and not put it in the about section. And also provide external links like website, Twitter, or like this is a Flickr, but really you can add anything you want over there. So that's pretty much it. Otherwise, I can show you how it looks like from the general point of view of JOGL. So as a user, you'll be exposed not only to the Gosh space, but also to the other communities out there and projects. So for example, here you have your your feed, and so you can follow people, projects, etc. And so here I was just interacting with Julian. You can explore the content of the platform, and so here you have the most recent members. You can have a look to projects, and again, like you can sort project by keywords. and have a look to them. You can also sort them through as SDGs. This is being actually revamped, the interface, so you'll see one, a completely new one very soon. You can look at the spaces that are there already. There are many new communities actually joining us right now. So as you see, iGEM, we have Friendzime that probably know. We have also a nice little program for antimicrobial resistance in Africa. Here is a new academic. It's not an academic. It's more open science global movement that are trying to identify all the function modifier of each human proteins, and by 2035, and to have them fully in open access. We also recently welcome open source medical supplies. Christina is here. And the idea really is, by having all those communities in one place, we also enable members of them to cross-pollinate, and be able to collaborate more freely, to reach critical mass, faster, have more collaboration at the end, and that's not only good for for science, not only good for actually access to technology, but it's good also to solve our actual problems. So I'll be stopping here, and I'm looking very much forward actually to your feedback. I have more slides to present JOGL and all, but I think we are running out of time. Thank you very much.